Hi, college and career success. Welcome to spring 2025. I am Dr. Linda Remark. I am your instructor for the next 16 weeks. I always like to start off all of my courses with just a welcome video, just to make sure that you're comfortable with the navigation of the class, kind of know some expectations, and just let you know how to get things started. So first off, I am recording this video in December, early December, so that's why you're going to see some of these things not open yet, or maybe a fall kind of plug in here. But as soon as the semester starts, you'll see all of that updated. So whenever you are ready to get into your course, I do want to say that if you're watching this video from the link I sent in one of your emails, you're able to get, right in and see everything from that link. If you are trying to get into the course, the first thing you need to do is take your Succeeding Online Orientation class. That is a 6-module setup that everyone has to take to get familiarized with Blackboard. This is going to be one of our last semesters with Blackboard as we're transitioning to a new LMS in the fall. However, for this semester, you do need to make sure you know how to use Blackboard. And so when you go to click in, when you're in your courses, it kind of looks like this. When you click in and you get like a pop-up saying you need to take Succeeding Online, that means you have not completed it yet. So as soon as you take that online orientation, the better, so you can get in and see our course. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and walk you through some features so that you know what to expect. I will say that for the first several weeks, the Start Here area is going to be a good place to make sure that you're checking, just to get familiarized, get resources. There's going to be a nice overview of what the course is. This is where my fall video was, and eventually the spring one, the one that you're watching right now, will be plugged in right here. That's going to walk you through everything. Underneath here, there is an instructor welcome, so you can read this. This tells you a little bit about myself. I have three children of my own. I teach this class, both face-to-face, online. I teach critical analysis, student success, so I teach different modalities, different classes. So I'm on campus and I'm also online. Here is a copy of our syllabus. I'm going to go ahead and bring this up and walk you through. You can always bump it up to there. There we go. All right, so this is a 3-credit-hour course. Here's the course description that, in theory, you would have seen already when you signed up for the class. We do hit the 6 general learning outcomes set forth by the college. We do have some course objectives, mainly to talk about your college experience and methods to, and you can see this breakdown here, critically think, present clear written reports, manage time, manage energy. So those are the course objectives, things that we will be covering throughout the semester. There is a list of different policies if you needed information on something like maybe class attendance or Title IX or anti-hazing, anything like that is all here where you could find them in the Policies and Procedure Manual. We do have a disability support service on campus. Their number is listed right here. This is for students who maybe had an IEP or a 504, anything like that. That's just a little more academic support to help you get through your college courses. Here's some information about the computer usage policy and then a bunch of student success resources. Here I like to go ahead and show you where these are online because this is a nice list, but if you go to the Stark State homepage under Info for Current Students, this is where you can see a more interactive list of all of our resources. And they do update this every semester, so it might change here and there, but for the most part, these are our core resources. So you can always look and see, okay, like I need help with career services. You can click there and it's going to give you more information, direct links, email addresses, anything like that. So this is a really great place to go, especially for a new student. Let's say you need like the food pantry, you're an English language learner, you need the writing center. All of those are in here. And what's nice about our course is throughout the semester, I will highlight different resources. So you won't hear about every single one of these, but you will hear about a good little chunk of them. But if you needed additional support, the homepage Info for Current Students is a great place to go for additional listing resources. All right, underneath here is our specific syllabus. So again, this is Communication, Humanities, and Reading is our overall department. Our name is College and Career Success. We are Web 3, which means we only have course online. We do not meet anytime face-to-face. We do not meet on Zoom. This is all self-paced within a weekly setup, meaning you have 1 week to complete work. That week closes, the next week opens. I'll go over that in just a few minutes as well. Again, my name is Dr. Linda Remark. I do have an on-campus location. As of right now, these are my spring office hours. If they change, I will make sure I update that. You can get a hold of me through Blackboard messages, through my email address, or through my extension. We do have a textbook. It is required, but good news, it's free and it's online, and I'll show you that here in just a little bit. So every week you will have assignments based on the chapters. For the first couple of weeks, you have like a couple assignments, and then it starts to get a little bit smaller. But you have assignments based on the chapters. They're due every week. All work is going to be submitted electronically through Blackboard. That's my first preference because I'm in there, I'm grading, it needs to be in Blackboard. If by some chance you're having trouble in Blackboard, you can always email me an attachment. I will say up front that if you are using a Chromebook or a MacBook, you're going to have a little bit of a struggle because Blackboard and Chromebooks and MacBooks do not communicate very well. So if you have one of those devices, be prepared to be taking screenshots or maybe do something on campus so that you can have that a little bit easier. All right, so every week you will also have a discussion forum where you are going to have to respond to a prompt. I want to say every week, most weeks. And the prompt is going to have something to do with the chapter content, and you're going to have to respond in 150 words or more. We put this in here because oftentimes in your writing courses, in your speech courses, whatever it might be, you will have a word minimum or maximum that you have to adhere to. So you need to make sure that you are doing 150 words. I always like to pull up Microsoft Word and type in there because Word has its own count. So if you were, just showing here, you know, it's got, oh, my screen is kind of cutting off, but down here it tells me like that there's 2 words. So I always like to do that and copy and paste it in there, but I'll also show you how to do that in your weekly videos, how you can get your word count inside Blackboard. So you're going to post your original response by Wednesday is how I take attendance. Every Wednesday is when you will have a discussion forum post you need to post for 150 words. And then by Sundays, you have to respond to 2 classmates. And you're getting kind of half and half. So you're getting half credit for posting and then half credit for responding. And then you're also getting an attendance grade. So let's say that you post on Wednesday, you post your classmates, you're good to go. You get your attendance points, you got your forum points. Now let's say if one week you forget and you don't post until Friday. You might get late attendance points, but you still could get full forum points because you posted and responded to classmates. So even if you miss the attendance post, please still post because you can get late attendance and you can still get full assignment points for posting the forum to begin with. And I will go over that many more times in my weekly videos. So approximately 1 chapter a week will be covered. So it's pretty nicely paced. You'll have a chapter quiz from every chapter. It is a series of 5 questions. It's short answer, 2 to 5 sentences each. And you are just basically talking about kind of what the textbook says and what you say. It's a little bit of a combination of both. There's also a career services and a student success workshop assignment, more that will be talked about. Here is the breakdown of the points. This is a normal A, B, C, D, F class where you can get any of those grades. Obviously, A, B, C, D is what you want to pass. Some general class policies. Again, assignment for attendance reasonings are due on Wednesdays. You got to respond to 2 classmates by Sunday. Extra credit. Sometimes just pay attention to your email. If you miss an attendance deadline, can you make that up? No, it's just like if you miss a face-to-face class, you can't go back in time and get those points back. However, you can still get late attendance if you post later in the week. If you miss assignments, can you make those up? Only on a case-by-case basis. It's not something that you can just go in and do because the drop boxes do close. I do reopen earlier weeks in the semester, you know, like weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4 will be reopened later in the semester for anyone who might need to make up points at that. But other than that, it's a case-by-case basis. The textbook, again, is online. It's free. You submit assignments inside Blackboard through the Dropbox, which I will walk you through in the first couple weeks. There are no tests, but there are chapter quizzes, and there's no final exam. Finally, you will have a student success workshop you have to attend. I will have a whole separate video just on that. These are online or face-to-face, day, evening, afternoon, and you have until the end of the semester to attend one of these workshops. So you have plenty of time, and I will go over that in more detail. The rest of this just gives kind of some information on withdrawal, course materials. The last day to withdraw from this or any 16-week class is Monday, April 14th. And then finally, the rest of the syllabus, and this is the page I recommend that people print out. Yes, it's electronic, but it might be nice to just have it hard copy. So if you don't print the whole syllabus out, maybe think about printing just this calendar out. This walks you through everything that we're doing every single week. I have it broken down by the week, by the date. Anything in red is kind of alerting you to like, hey, you have a forum that you have to post. And then the rest of these are, due by Sunday. So you'll see anytime there's a discussion forum, like the first several weeks, you have to post by Wednesday for attendance and then responded to classmates by Sunday. And then the other assignments are also due by Sunday. You'll see around week 6, we don't have a discussion forum. That just means attendance is based on completing those assignments by Sunday. So please make sure you are familiarized with this so that you know what to expect. So that is your syllabus. Let's go ahead and go back here. There's your syllabus. Underneath here, there is a link to your textbook. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. I like this textbook. It's really user-friendly. Here, if you wanted the table of contents closed, just do that. You open it right here. And this has like a breakdown of all of the chapters. There are 12 chapters. Like I will tell you inside every lecture video, I don't expect you to read the textbook word for word. That's not really feasible in a lot of cases. I do have lecture videos I will upload that will go over the highlights of the chapter, the PowerPoints or concepts. What I want you to do is look and see what is helpful to you, because some of you in here are still in high school. You're a CCP student. Some of you, you're on your second degree. Some of you are already been in the workforce and you're trying something different. We're all at different places, which means not everything will apply to you. So I really encourage you to look to see what is going to apply to you. What is going to make the most sense? Where should you spend the most time? Let's say that, in chapter 3, for instance, you are great at time management, but you need some help with motivation. That's where you would spend your time. The navigation of this is really easy. You can do a search right up here. You can play around with the font right here, make it bigger, make it smaller. You can scroll through and then at the bottom of every page, hit next, or you can come over here and click on those things. Like I said, I really do like this. You can also do some highlighting in here. You have to create an account to do that because it'll keep track of your highlighting and notes, but that's free to do so, but that's up to you. All right, underneath here, the rest of this is all resources and information about where to go for additional help. Here's some more expectations from myself. It talks about, timely responses, has my contact information again. Again, you're probably going to use the Start Here section for the first several weeks, and then you'll probably wean yourself off after that. But this is all just good resources to have early on. From there, you'll go to the Lessons tab, and this is where the actual work will be done every semester. So first off, you'll see this muddy point. This is a discussion forum. I'm going to show you how to post in here because this will be used for your weekly attendance points. Not this form itself, but inside the weekly assignment folders. So Muddy Point will be here all semester long. This does not count for any attendance, for grades, anything. It's simply if you had a question. So how you create a thread is you just sit here and create thread. You'll put your subject. You'll type. Obviously this is very basic. And then you'll hit submit. Now it'll pop up here. If you want to read someone else's questions, you just click on the name of their thread. And you can go in and you can read, and then you can just hit reply. The Muddy Point is there all semester, and anyone can answer these questions. So this is almost like raising your hand in class, asking a question, and anyone can kind of chime in. If you have a very personal question about a grade, about an assignment, something that you need direct assistance with, you're going to course message me, and I'll show you that in a few minutes. But that Muddy Point will be there all semester. Feel free to jump in, ask a question, or answer someone else's question. Here is another link to your textbook. This will also be embedded in every week so that you can get, direct link to chapter 1, chapter 2, and so on. Here is where your spring workshop assignment video will be uploaded. I will show you that as we get closer. The workshops will not be uploaded in there until January. Like I said, I'm recording this in early December. But I just want you to know right now, you will have a workshop assignment due in the end of the semester. You have to attend a workshop. So just keep that in the back of your mind. All right, and then there's the folder for it, which I will go over more in detail with that video. So the rest of this you can see when you're in your Blackboard. These folders will not be visible, but you can see all the folders are listed here, and they're all set up in a very similar way. You have a week 1, 2, whatever file for all your videos. So what I like to do is have a lecture video posted, which will go over the chapter or whatever the content being covered. And then I have the assignment video that goes over specifically what work you're doing that week. I always recommend, please watch these. I always have announcements, which I'll get to in a few minutes, But the videos really can help you kind of feel like you're in the classroom, walking you through step by step to make sure that you're comfortable navigating. So please spend some time in those video folders so you know both the chapter content as well as what you're supposed to do assignment-wise. Then inside the actual folder, you'll click on week 1, week 2, whatever. It's going to give you an overview of what is being covered, what you're going to review, and then the assignments are always going to be posted right there. So this one has, discussion forum, some quizzes, and this is non-graded, and I'll go over that. That's for your workshop assignment. You're always going to have a materials folder, which is just what it sounds like. It's the materials that you might need to help you for the week. So it's going to have a link to any type of resource or chapter or anything like that that's going to be of use for you. And then in your assignment folder will be the actual place where you do the assignments. And in my week 1 videos, I will walk you through all of this. This is just kind of showing you basically what it looks like. So every week will be set up very similarly, but I really highly recommend checking out the videos because those will really get into the nitty-gritty of how do you navigate the assignments and the expectations for that week. All right, a couple other quick kind of features inside the course messages. This is where you can reach me directly if you wanted to get a hold of me. You click create message. Click to, you can see that my students aren't uploaded in here yet. You just click on my name and move it over. And there it is. That's how you know I'm getting that message. Type your subject, type your message, and hit submit. And I will respond to you right inside Blackboard. In the announcements, you can see that my announcements from last semester are loaded in here. You will not see those, but you can see them now. So anytime I send an announcement, I also send that as a course message. So you're kind of getting it twice. But as you can kind of see through some of my old announcements, I do walk you through, like, here's the links for your videos, here's what you are doing, here's when they are due. So it really does help you understand the expectations. So you're getting it in that written format and then the videos in that visual format. Again, anything I do in announcements, I copy and put in course messages. We also have a course calendar, which I already have the dates already loaded in. So in January, you can see everything that's due. And this is right along with your paper, your syllabus. It aligns right with that. But this is just sometimes people like to have it right there in there so they can get those reminders. You also have My Grades, which is going to give you 24/7 access to your grades. So you can kind of keep up on what assignments you've completed, maybe what assignments are in progress, what ones you have not completed. And then you have different resources over here, general resources of the college, help desk, digital library, things of that nature. I hope this helps you get familiarized with Blackboard just a little bit more. Our course is not open until January 13th, so please make sure you take that Succeeding Online orientation. Please check back when the course opens because by then you will have your week 1 folders open. You can start watching those videos, doing that work, and then by the end of week 1, hopefully beginning of week 2, this assignment for the workshop video will be uploaded so you can view that. I look forward to a great semester. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or need anything. My email is lremark@starkstate.edu. That is listed in your syllabus. That's a great way to get a hold of me as well. Right here, because I do respond to email pretty quickly. Have a great first week of the semester, and I will see you online soon.